I haven't tucked my shirt in since 2011. It's the sundress that men have been wrongly denied throughout history. My name is Patrick. I want to go by just Patrick now. I want to be like Madonna, you know, Shakira, Pinocchio. Just gonna drop it. So I'm 3/4 Irish and a quarter alcoholic. I have been to Ireland 3 times. Their main export is alcoholism. You know, I was just there in April, and all you do is drink. You know, go to a pub, sit down and drink. Go kiss a castle, go to a pub, sit down and drink. And then you get in your car, and they have a roundabout every 100 yards, you know, so you don't plow your rental car into anything. And you go round and round until you vomit. Then you go back to the pub and sit down and drink. That's my experience. But you got to be careful about drinking and driving. I'm very careful. The beers are very strong now, and you know, I'm always worried I'm gonna get pulled over by one of those sobriety checkpoints, and you know, it'll be a .078, and they round up to .08, and I'm in prison. So if I have 2 beers, I just sleep in my car. You know. But texting and driving is even worse, I'd have to say. I mean, I kind of long for those days people just pick their nose at the stoplight. You know? What are these people doing? I can't get through a light. They're messing around with their phones. You know? When I grew up, we had like Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't sit at a stoplight and just turn knobs for a couple of minutes. That was high tech back when I was growing up. That was the best that humans could do. It was the precursor to the iPad, even though it had sand and pebbles in it. The Etch-a-Sketch would give you about 1 hour of enjoyment, of joy. And then it's like after about 9,000 staircases and some attempt at a signature that looks like Charles Manson's signature, it's like, I'm sick of this. I don't know, maybe this will work as a Frisbee. But you gotta be careful driving. Getting back to that drinking and driving, there's some places I wouldn't even live for fear of the sobriety checkpoint list. You know, how about living in like Rancho Cucamonga? I mean, I can't even hardly say it's sober. Could you imagine getting pulled over there and you know, you had like a couple of beers? Do you know when we pulled you over? No, I don't. I don't know why. Well, what are you doing? Just driving? I'm a motorist. Motoring. Where do you live? Oh, here. What city is that? That's Rancho. Cuckoo, cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Oh ho ho. Or San Luis Obispo. Where do you live? Yeah. St. Louis, Ohio. But anyhow, I have a big birthday coming up. It's a large number. So I decided, you know, I'm just gonna add them up in months, man. I'm gonna be 719 months. You guys figure it out. You got a calculator on your phone, don't you? Yeah. You know, I got like anywhere from like a minute to 20 years to live. If I died tomorrow, at best, people would be mildly surprised. What happened? He died. He was 719 months. It's a full life. How? Table salt. Table salt took him out. Sodium shock. And I'm getting really weird injuries. Even on when I'm on the internet, I have something bad happen to me physically. Like when I have to, get like an airline ticket on there. They make you put in your birth year, and you got to scroll. I blew up my right index finger scrolling down to my birth year recently. Can't they put them in decades? So I don't know, man. I'm gonna die soon. I don't know if people think you can die in your sleep. I don't think you can die in your sleep, can you? I mean, is anything in life that easy that you could just, when I'm living, everything's hard, and then I'm gonna die, it's gonna be that easy just in my sleep? I don't think so. I think you might be sleeping, like. I think that'll be the best it'll be. So I have a bucket list now that things seem to be winding down. I always wanted to go run with the bulls in Pamplona, Spain, and I got on the internet before I injured myself, and flights are very expensive, lodging's very expensive, so I thought, what could I do that would be just as exciting and maybe not as expensive? So what I did is I booked a flight to O'Hare, and I'm going to spend a weekend running with the Chicago Bulls. It'd be fun. And my other bucket list is I would like to go to Costco. I've never been. Sounds like fun. Go in there and see like 200 square foot homes in a jar. But I've never married, and I think I'm going to have a regret that I never experienced divorce. I think I'll miss out on that. And I never had any kids. I never had a big pull to have any kids. Because I just think I'd be one of those guys that pulled over to a rest stop area, with a kid, and I just left it on a picnic table and drove off. I'd be one of those guys. That happens. But I might really regret it because I really wish I would have had a kid because I don't have anybody to take away my car keys. But I do get Amber Alert. I feel like I have a kid. How'd they get my number? I got an idea. Why don't you call one of their parents? I think they have them. Thanks a lot. You guys are great.